Daily beer review time. I score beers out of 100, and today I have with me Langlauf Belgian Red Beer. Beer Rouge Belge. Made in Belgium, 8% alcohol. 8% strong beer. Now, I've not really had a red beer as such. I don't think there's an Indian red beer in a can. I don't know if there's even craft beer. I'm not really sure what the flavor of this is, so we'll find out. 330 ml, 8% alcohol content. For what's the price? What's the price? What's the price? Hello? Okay, I have no idea what this costs. So okay, I'll do this again. I'll say 330 ml, 8% ABV. The cost is 650 rupees, so that's $8. I'm going to put this in I'll find out what the cost of this is. I'm sure it must be somewhere around 600 rupees because the other two the Langlaufs we had were around 600 rupees. बहुत महंगा है. Distributed by Drunken Monkey Beverages, Sita Estate, Chambur. Right? A Belgian masterpiece of rich, strong beer and robust fruit flavors, of cherries with sweeter caramelized taste. Roasted barley lends darker colors to this magnificent ale, making it a great refresher. Is this cider ale? Is this cider ale or Indian pale ale? What kind of ale is this? Water, barley malt, sugar, natural cherry aromas, yeast, hops, caramel, and spices. So, okay. This seems like a strong thing, like what we had a special last week with Rishika. We did, what did we do? Bro Code. I mean, I guess this is like a exquisite, more exotic version of the Bro Code. According to Sujay, do not have it during pregnancy, do not drink and drive. But if it's around 600 rupees, whatever, it's like $7, $8. What else is there? There's just a rooster, just a red, like a rooster and nothing else. So crack it open and let's give it a taste. Oh, it smells so fruity. It smells. Okay. Have you ever had a shower with those when you were a kid, when you were a little kid and you had a shower with all those bubble gum and the shower gels which they make for children, which have this such a good fruit fragrance, but like you feel like eating that shower gel. When I was a kid, I felt like eating, like I was like, why? Like the shower gels, they just look edible. Like they feel like you can eat it. Like they have this beautiful color, blue color or this nice color to it. And you're like, oh, I want to eat this shower gel. It smells so good. I'm sure it tastes good. That's how I was as a kid. I was a little bit, I still am a little bit that. All right. I don't know if I say the word, if I'll get cancelled. I don't want to get cancelled. But yeah. So it smells like that. It smells so good. I wish you could smell what I smell. It smells so good. It brings back childhood memories. Because when I saw this red beer, I thought it was like one of those Rausch beers. You know, the bacony ones. That's what I thought it was. But it's not. Like the packaging of this completely, what do you say? Trait. What's a trait? What does a traitor do? Whatever a traitor does, it cheats, kind of cheats. What the purpose of this beer is, it smells so good. It smells so good. Cheers. Okay. I'm not too sure about the taste. but it's okay. Like okay, I'm not sure how ales are supposed to be. It's got okay, it's got good flavors. It's got a few really really good flavors, and a few not so good flavors. The caramelized notes that they talk about are true. The cherries, like the sweet cherry, that flavor, that smell, that flavor is so good. If this was not a beer, if this was like a cocktail, like a completely unbitter. So the bitter, it's bitter. Again, like all Langlauf beers, this one is more bitter than the other Langlauf beers. But again, a very very good steady. It doesn't spike anywhere. You take a sip and the bitterness will stay with you. So very good in that regard. But I don't know if it works with what they're trying to do. If they made this not a beer, but like a vodka type of a mixer cocktail type thing, the like the pre-mix vodka thing, like a Bacardi Brisa type thing, with this taste, without the bitter beer, I think it would be amazing. Like you would get drunk of this. Like if we talk about bro code, if we talk about the wine aspect of the bro code with 15% ABV and this and that, this is 8% ABV. But if it was not an ale and if it was just whatever the thing they're doing with cherries, the flavor is so good. Honestly, the flavor is very very good. I don't know if the cherry works with the malt. So I know it's just very, very malty. It is very malty. Yeah, it's got no other grains. It's just water, barley malt, sugar, natural cherry aromas, yeast, hops, caramel, spices. So it's very malty, and that's where I feel it's kind of clashing with the cherry aromas and cherry flavors. It's still, you guys should smell. You guys should buy a beer of this and just smell it. It's such a good smell. Good fizz. I'm just wondering, what can I have this with? When can I have this? Because when I want to have a beer, I don't want to have this. When I want to have a cocktail, I don't want to have this. That's the problem. The problem is, if I'm looking for something sweet, I wouldn't want to have this. But if I'm looking for, if I'm watching sports and I want to have a beer, I wouldn't have this. I would have a beer. I would have any of the other options. I would have any of the other German or Indian or XYZ. The thousands of options for beers. I would probably have those. If I feel like I want to have a fruity cocktail, I'll get a fruity cocktail. Why would I order this? That's my question. And who is this aimed for? Having said all of that, the cherry flavors are great. Maybe Langlauf. I don't know if you're watching this, Langlauf. If you're watching this, just stop making a beer out of this and mix it with either rum or vodka and release it. I swear to God, people will have it. Because I know the flavors are good. It just does not work as an ale for me. For me, it does not work as an ale. Maybe for other people it might. It's too bitter. Again, for people who, I'm sorry, I'm just like going on about this. But for people who want to have a cherry flavor, the cherry flavor that this gives you, they do not want to have the bitterness which comes with this. Because this has got a very high bitterness level, but a very good bitterness level. And people who want a cherry flavor do not appreciate that. And people who appreciate the bitterness do not appreciate the cherry flavor. You get what I mean? I am not an alcoholic. I'm doing this for all of you. It's still so good. It's such a shame it doesn't work together, but it's still so good. But I know what I'm going to give it. I know exactly what I'm going to give it. Langlauf Belgian Red Beer, 71 out of 100. Having said that, you should try it once in your life if you can, if you can spend the money, if you have the money to spend it. Just to know what I'm talking about, just buy this once. 71 out of 100. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe. And if there's some special beer you'd like to recommend, leave it in the comments section below. I'm going to try to hit every canned beer and every craft beer locally at first, and then beers all around the world. So thanks for joining me. Have a good day.